Hello, it's DJ Pat French Talks Football. Welcome back to the channel. I know the game of the weekend was probably between Liverpool and Arsenal. We know what's happening in that game. But I thought, you know what, I want to look at this game. Brighton versus Manchester City. It was quite tactically, I thought, well, we know that Brighton won the game 2-1. But this was a masterclass by the Brighton's manager. On the screen, you can see the two teams. And City's team shape in attacking, you can see here the two centre-backs split, Cousinov and Stones, with Rodri just as a lone pivot. Then the left-back and right-back push right up, high and wide, Aid Nori and Nunes playing high and wide. Then you had the two midfield players in Reinders and Silva supporting the front three, which was Mamouche on the left-hand side, Haaland up top, obviously, and Bob on the right-hand side. And what Brighton did, they basically sort of like dropped back, sat deep. I hate calling it low block. I'll just say sat deep. And a 4-2-4, as you can see there. And their aim was to wait for City to make a mistake. And as soon as they win that ball, they will spring forward. As soon as they win it, you get Minte running, Gomez running, Welbeck running. And basically also Matoma on the left-hand side running forward against the back three sort of City. And where the room were down the left-hand side and right-hand side. You can see the two on the screen there. So obviously the space is down that side, right-hand side and left-hand side. Now, what City tried to do is to catch the Brighton players offside by pushing right up when they've got good possession. But the problem with that, if they lose possession, all what the Brighton players are looking to do is hit it long down the side. Now, if you remember the game against Spurs, what happened to their Spurs goal, whereby City were pressing forward, pushing right up the halfway line. The ball was on the right-hand side. There was pressure, but the player putting pressure on the ball didn't win it. A long ball forward, and they got caught out. Now, against Brighton, in this game, right, Brighton had around 36% possession, right, with more shots on target. That is on the counter. We call it transitions. Every time they won that ball, they went forward and nearly scored. And for me, the masterclass, the manager of Brighton, what he did, he brought Milner in. Of course, Milner took the penalty and made it 1-1. But bringing Rutter up front for Welbeck, and also Ayadi in midfield, and then you got Gruda, and they caused a lot of problem because every time City lost that ball, whether in Brighton's final third, defensive third, they will just get it and go forward and cause problems. Every single time they went forward, it looked as though they were going to score. And of course, we know what happened. Minutes to go before full time, they got their goal, a wonderful goal. Left a keeper and also a defender on the floor, and the goal was scored. Now, what about City? 2 games lost now, away from home. Play the same way. I got to say, City, when they got the possession of that ball, they do move it about. They move. I mean, if you're not on it, they move that ball, minimum of touches all the time, moving the ball all the time around. I just think in midfield, they've got Rodri, Reinders and Silva. They just haven't got the physicality in the middle of the park. And I think in this game, the game was won in midfield and with a counter-attack. Now, City tend to play the way they play. They reckon because they got possession, they defend with and without the ball. But obviously, they've got to make sure their passes must be spot on because as soon as they lose the ball, I don't think there's 3 players in the middle of the park. Well, they leave Rodri in the middle. We call it on an island on the middle of the park, trying to stop these attacks. I don't think that Reinders can get back. Is not quick enough. Silva can't get back. So I think they need more pace in the middle of the park. But it is difficult to get the ball off City. So are they going to be around? They're around the top 4, top 3, or even win it? I think so. They're going to be thereabouts. They're not going to lose many games. Okay, they lost 2 games. They only play, 2 or 3 games, so you can't judge them by that. But Guardiola won't change. He'll play the same way. City had more possession, less possession for Brighton, and Brighton won the game on the tactics. Wonderful tactics. Anyway, that's it from me. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace and out.